Good morning, class. Today we are going to start with our new topic, that is chapter number 9, growing plants. Yes, before moving on to our topic, I would like to give you one example about plants. You must have seen a gardener sowing seeds in the soil, and after some time, a small tiny plant grows out of the soil. Yes, everyone has seen this. I know you must have also shown a seed in the soil, and you must have observed that after some days a tiny plant grows from it, right, children? Yes. So this process can be said as a reproduction of a plant or a reproduction of a seed. Okay. So today we are going to learn about the reproduction process and various ways through which plants reproduce. So today I will show you some interesting clips about plants and its reproduction process and germination. Here we go. Chapter 9, Growing Plants. Let us learn some facts about plants. Plants reproduction means growing another plant of the same kind. Most of the flowering plants produce flowers which develops into a fruit and seed. All plants don't produce flowers. So how do they reproduce? Yes, plants reproduce from seeds, spores and other body parts like stem, roots and leaves. So now let us learn about the reproduction of plants from seeds. All seeds consist of three parts: seed coat, cotyledons, embryo. Seed coat is a hard outer covering that protects the seed. Cotyledons provide food to the baby plant and protect it. Embryo is the baby plant inside the seed. Now learn this structure of seeds from the next picture. Here is the parts of a seed. The outer black line is called a seed coat. It is a hard outer covering which protects the seed. Green color is representing the cotyledons. It stores food for the baby plant. And the small tiny structure is called the embryo, that is the baby plant. Now let us learn about germination. So what is germination? Germination is a process by which a seed grows into a seedling. Now what is seedling? Everyone knows what is seed. Now the question is, what is seedling? Yes, seedling is a tiny new plant that grows. So a plant needs air, water and warmth of the sunlight to germinate. A seed needs oxygen from air to breathe. Water softens the seed coat and changes the food stored in cotyledons into soluble form so that the embryo can use it. Sunlight is necessary for a seed to germinate. Here you can see the process of seed germination. First, it was a seed. Then, with favorable conditions, in the second step, a radicle comes out and grows towards the soil. In the third stage, you can see the radicle forms the roots and the tiny shoots come out of the soil. In the fourth stage, you can see the radicle already forms the roots and the shoot is coming out and moving towards the sunlight. This is what the germination process is about. Students, I also have a small little clip which will be very profitable for you. Now I will show you.
Germination. The journey of a seed to a seedling passes through many stages of growth. In the early stages, when a seed is placed in moist soil, it absorbs the water around it. The water then reaches the beginning of the baby plant or the embryo within the seed. This makes the embryo grow and increase in size. Eventually, the embryo breaks open the seed coat and comes out of the seed. The root comes out first and grows into the soil. This fixes the baby plant to the soil and helps the root absorb water and nutrients from the soil. Then the shoot comes out of the seed and starts to grow towards the sun. The first pair of leaves that come out of the seed with the shoot are called cotyledons. The root grows longer. The shoot becomes green and sprouts more leaves. This is a young plant and is called a seedling or sapling. For all these stages of germination, essential conditions or factors are required.
Okay, so our next step is about a seed dispersal. So let us learn about what is seed dispersal. Seed dispersal is a process by which the seeds are scattered from the parent plant, and the process of dispersal is carried out by various agents like wind, water, animals, and explosion. First, we will learn about dispersal by wind. The seeds of plants like cotton, sycamore, and dandelion are very light and have either wings or hair on them. These features enable them to be easily carried away by wind. Okay, our next point is dispersal by water. The seeds of fruit of plants growing in water are either spongy or fibrous. This enables them to float on water. Water then carries them to different places. For example, coconut and lotus fruit and seeds of mangrove plants are carried away by water. Next point is dispersal by explosion. Some fruits scatter their seeds by exploding the seed pods. When the seeds are ripe and the pods have dried, it bursts open and then the seeds are scattered. For example, pods of squirting cucumber spread their seeds by explosion. Dispersal by animals. Some seeds have sticky hair bristles, hooks, or barbs. These get transported by sticking to the fur of the animals or even to the clothes of human beings. Dispersal by animals. Human beings and animals eat fleshy fruits like apples, mangoes, etc. and throw away their seeds in different places. These germinate into new plants on getting appropriate condition of growth. Similarly, birds eat fruit and swallow their seeds. The undigested seeds then come out as it is in the fishes and germinate into new plants. Next, we will learn about reproduction from spores. Plants like ferns and mushrooms have small seed-like structure under their surface called spores. These spores give rise to small new plants when conditions are favorable. Now we will learn about vegetative propagation. So what do you mean by vegetative propagation? Yes, it is a reproduction of plants from various body parts like leaves, stems, roots, and buds. Now let us learn vegetative propagation from stems. Vegetative propagation means using plant cuttings to reproduce plants from existing plants. In this case, a small part of a plant is cut down and is put on soil to grow a new plant. Vegetative propagation from roots. As you can see in the pictures, small buds are coming out in the roots, and these buds with favorable condition forms new shoot and grows into a adult plant. Vegetative propagation from leaves. Similarly, buds produced in the notches along the leaf margin of Bryophyllum fall on the soil and develop into new plants. You can clearly see in the picture small plants are growing at the notches of the leaves, and when these leaves fall into the soil, they form new plants. Now let us learn about some plants which originated in a foreign country. So plants from far away. Most of the fruits, vegetables and other plants that we see today did not originate in India. For example, tea. Tea has originated in China. The Chinese began to grow tea about 1700 years ago for its taste and medicinal value. It was brought to India by the Britishers. The growth of tea needs favorable conditions like warm air, high humidity, plenty of rainfall. So here are some plants and their origin. Potato, South America. Coffee, Ethiopia. Cucumber, China. Watermelon, South Africa. Tomato, South America. Lemon, Europe. Peanut, South America. Onion, Egypt. Now let us learn about some spices and their origin. Cloves, which we call as long, has originated from Indonesia. Black pepper, which we call as Kali Mirch, has been originated from India and Indonesia. Coriander, which we call as dhania, has originated from Morocco and Romania. Cumin seeds, which we call jeera, has originated from India as well as Iran. Cinnamon, which we call dalchini, has originated from Sri Lanka and southern India. Now let's learn about some flowers with their foreign origin. Gladiolus is a foreign origin and is originated from South Africa. Dahlia has also a foreign origin and is from Mexico. Okay children, I hope you must have understood various process of reproduction of plants through stem, roots and all other things. And you must have learned about various species of plants. I hope you all have a great day. Thank you.